Hey, Mr. Howard here. We've been talking about imaginary numbers, and I have some practice problems here. It says rewrite using the lowest power of I possible. And I got three problems here. The first one, A, is the square root of negative 49. Remember, we can break negative 49 into 49 times negative 1. So we can separate that and get the negative part of the square root separate. So square root of negative 49 we can separate into two different square roots, one being the square root of 49 and the other being the square root of negative 1. You can use a factor tree or a calculator or past knowledge to know that the square root of 49 is 7. And our definition of the square root of negative 1 is I. So we will rewrite the square root of negative 49 as 7I. The second one, B, is square root of negative 8. We will separate that into the square root of 8 times the square root of negative 1, which we can rewrite as the square root of 8I on the outside, but we also remember that 8 is 2 times 4, and 4 is 2 times 2, so 8 is 2 times 2 times 2, so there's a pair of 2's. So we can pull a pair of those 2's to the outside, leave one under, and then with the I. So square root of negative 8 could be 2 square roots of 2 times I. The third one, C, is I to the third, and then that quantity is raised to the fifth. So that's a power to a power. So thinking about our exponent rules, we can multiply the powers. So that'd be I to the 3 times 5, or I to the 15. And that's a power bigger than 1. So we can take the 15 and divide it by 4. 4 goes into 15 3 times for a total of 12, but leaves a remainder of 3. And the remainder is what we're looking for. So I to the 15 is the same thing as I to the third. And one of our properties was that I to the third was negative I. So that is the reduction there. Thank you.